Logitech G903 is a godsend for left-handed gamers, but it's also hiding some demons. If you're curious about that, we'll get into that a little bit later, but for right now, talk about some things. Logitech G903 comes in at $130 right now, usually 150 bucks. 150 bucks is what I paid for mine. I've had both versions. So I had the original version, the G903, that didn't have the Hero sensor, which had like 26-hour battery life. And then the new one, which is the G903 with the Hero sensor, which is 140 hours of battery life. Dude, it is phenomenally better. However, it still has some of the same issues the original one came with, which is the double-click issue. However, I've had it significantly less with this mouse, and usually a matter of just flipping it over, turning it off, turning it back on, fixes it. At least for me, on the new mouse. The old mouse I had to ship in and get replaced. So the cool thing with the G903 is that it is a wireless left ambidextrous mouse that is set up for a lefty for me, that has almost no latency. And that was the big key for me, was I just don't want latency. I'm a first-person shooter player. I don't want to have to worry about the 4 to 8 millisecond delay that a lot of the other mice have, wireless mice have, and that's just not something I'm willing to contend with, not willing to deal with. So the Hero 25K sensor is competing with most of the other brands' basic sensors. One-to-one tracking is common. This 25,600 max DPI is straight marketing talk. We're going to use 400 to 800 typically on most any game. So that's just asinine, I'll be honest with you. The Lightspeed wireless, though, dude, is freaking phenomenal. I love my mouse. I have had 3 of these, mind you. So I had bought one, double-clicking issue happened. I bought a second one, double-clicking issue happened. Sent it into Logitech. They hooked me up. They fixed it. And then I bought the new version with the Hero sensor, and I have had double-clicking issue a couple times. But like I said, turning it off, turning it back on, just totally fixes it. It's a non-issue for me at this point. And luckily, unlike the other version, it has only happened while I'm clicking and dragging things in Windows Explorer. Never happened in game with the new G903, and I don't understand why. So there is that, I guess, for me anyway, what I've had to deal with it. Like I said before, the old one was 26-hour charge time. The new one is 140-hour charge, or 140 hours of gameplay. That being said, the biggest thing that I would say is to turn off your lights, because your hand is covering the freaking lights anyway. Why are your lights on? However, if you're one of those people that absolutely loves to have the lights on, check out the PowerPlay wireless charging pad. So the charging pad is a basic mouse pad that has a wireless charging station like you would have for your iPhone or Samsung phone. It replaces the 10-gram weight that goes in the bottom of the mouse. So you pop this little thing out, and there, little thing you put in there, and makes it a wireless charging setup. So that is really, really nice, except for mouse pad's a little small for my taste. But I do move my arms around like a madman, since I'm using usually 400 or 800 DPI on what I'm doing. And I'm leaning towards 400 more often than not. So the Logitech G Hub software is probably some of the best software I've ever had to deal with for a mouse, a keyboard, whatever, peripheral. So these are settings that I use typically. I'm using 3 DPI points. I've got my reporting rate at 1,000. So what that does is 1,000 reported rate is going to be 1,000 hertz. So that is a 1 millisecond delay. 500 is 2 millisecond delay. 250 is 4, and kind of so on. So it's really, really just you throw it to 1,000. That's it. Just put it to 1,000 and leave. That's all you need to do. However, if you're like me, and I've had this mouse pad for the matter of 4 years, and I use it all the time, so the entire center of it is like, it's smooth. So then we would do like I did here, my mouse pad, I would actually hit new surface, 30 pad, tune, hold the mouse button, and then wherever I'm going to have my mouse, so say my mouse is going to be here, I would just go ahead and use this to map my mouse pad. Once my mouse pad is mapped, then now it's actually calibrated for my mouse pad in that small amount of time. And I will tell you, it does make a difference. It does make a massive difference. There are some times or because my mouse pad is so gross and beat down. You see how like flat it is? That this just won't track because it's so smooth and shiny. And that's totally an issue with me needing a new mouse pad. But I mean, the big key with this mouse that I really want to talk to you guys about is being a lefty and finding a mouse that is actually halfway decent is hard. I've looked for a long time. That's why I settled on G903s, because it was the first one I could find that was quality, wireless, that had low response rate, that worked extremely well. All that kind of coming to a head is, would I buy this mouse again? Yeah, I would buy this mouse again. And in fact, I did. Twice, 3 times. So, I mean, it's a good mouse. It's worth checking out. If you are looking for an advanced mouse, wireless mouse, or a left-handed gamer, G903 is definitely the way to go. And if you're right-handed, dude, pick it up. No-brainer. If you're interested in picking it up, though, there's a link in the description down below for that I do get kickback from. So I appreciate if you check that out and use my Amazon links. We're going to try to do a few more mice, though, for left-handed gamers. I've got a few more, I think, on the way. I ordered a few. What happens? But if this video helped you guys out, give me a like. If you like me, give me a subscribe. Have a good one, guys, and I will see you around.